asking me to do there? Well, it says use the graphing calculator, so let's graph the equation. Okay, so I've got negative 0.18 x to the fifth plus 3.133 x to the fourth plus 3500. Okay, I don't see anything here. Now it asked me for 1975 to 1990. What x values would I want to put in there? On my
75.
X was the number of years from 75.
15.
So I want my x to go from 0 to 15. Now y, I don't know what y should be. So let's try zooming out. It looks like y maybe like 0 to 1,000. So let's do x from 0 to 15. Let me reset that. And y from 0 to 1,000. Okay, maybe not. Let's try 10,000. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I don't want to use zoom out there because I want to keep my x going from 0 to 15. So I'm just going to guess the y values until I see it.
Will you go to your equation again so I can see finish typing in the equation? Thank you.
Alright, so what happens to the population between 0 and 15 years?
It increases.
It increases rapidly.
Why is it increasing? The graph is going up.
Yes.
That's all you need to say.
Because they're rabbits.
Because they're rabbits, yes. What happened? I don't think the question on the exam is about rabbits, but it's a similar thing where you just need to say, is the graph going up or is it going down? Okay, one solution to the polynomial is given. Use synthetic division to find any remaining solution. Alright, synthetic division time. Label your columns. X cubed, x squared, x, and constant. Solution goes in your box. My solution is 1. My coefficients are 1, negative 13, 47, negative 35.
Okay, so how did you determine that to use the 1?
Because it's 1x cubed.
It's always
Your coefficients. You mean the one in the box or the 1x cubed?
the one in the box.
The one in the box, that was the answer they gave me. Where it
So
says,
what if they don't give you one?
no, they should give you one.
You can't do synthetic division unless you know one.
No, if they don't give you one, you need to look at the graph and find one. Okay, then you would have to look at the graph and find one to start with.
So is it where it crosses X? Is
Yes.
that the number we should use? Okay.
If you guys don't have one, then just follow along with me here. Well, if it says colon 0, then 0. Alright, so if I have 1 as the solution, then bring down your 1 in the first column, and then multiply. 1 times 1 is 1, and then add downwards. Multiply. 1 times negative 12 is negative 12, and add positive 35. Multiply. 1 times 35 is 35, and add, I get 0.
Okay, so you always get 0 at the end?
Yes.
Okay, so if you don't get 0, then you've messed up somewhere.
Yes, or you're using the wrong number in your box.
Okay.
Okay, so then my quotient I can interpret as x squared minus 12x plus 35. I need to set that equal to 0 and solve for x to get the other solution. So I could try to factor that, or I could use the quadratic formula on it. So can I factor this? Numbers that multiply to 35 add up to 12. 7 and 5. Because it's negative 12, they both have to be negative.
Now I would imagine on the question where it says find all rational zeros, they're not going to be pretty. Only one can be pretty.
Most likely, yes.
So you actually would have to use quadratic.
Yes. Yeah, so if you can't factor that, use the quadratic formula on it. This does factor that. So my other solutions are x equals 7, x equals 5.
Can you just graph this?
Yes, you could just graph this one.
This one in particular.
Yes, I can't guarantee that you'll always be able to get them on the graph though. Okay, vertical and horizontal asymptotes. I've got 5 minus 3x over 5x plus 4. Vertical asymptotes, I need to look at where the denominator equals 0. So I'm going to say 5x plus 4 equals 0. And solve for x. So 5x equals negative 4. So x equals negative 4/5 would be my vertical. Okay, for horizontal, I need to look at my degree. What's my degree of my numerator? 5 minus 3x.
1.
My degree is 1. What's the degree of my denominator?
1.
1. What happens if I have the same degree?
A over B.
Okay, so my horizontal asymptote would be y equals
Negative 3x over, or negative 3 over 5.
leading coefficient on top is negative 3x. Coefficient on the bottom is 5x. So my horizontal would be y equals negative 3/5.
I see a lot of people getting it confused. Make sure you grab the number next to the x, not the number on the left.
Yes. The x in the top is second, but that's still the leading coefficient.
Okay, so is that going to be true for all y's? Can you figure it out that way? Can you always take the x,
Only if it's the same degree.
intersection if they're the same
Only if they're the same degree.
If the degree in the numerator side of the denominator, is it no since we're rational?
Yes. Degree is higher on top, it's none. Degree is higher on the bottom, it's going to 0.
Or degree is higher on the bottom of what?
Degree is higher on the bottom, then you have y equals 0.
If you have a higher degree in the bottom, that's 1 equal. If you have a higher degree in the top, that's 0 equal.
Alright, we get
This is a linear equation. You get equal degrees, so that's A over B. You get this one?
got a few minutes left. This 27 is one I would do using the graph. So I'm going to graph 200,000 e to the 0.09t. Okay, remember to put that power in parentheses. 0.09, instead of t, put in x.
One was a higher degree than 1.
Okay, now let's zoom out. Until we see something. What would the value after 3 years be?
261,992.
Yep. Value after 3 years is this. You might want to check it on your calculator just to make sure that that's rounded correctly.
Oh, one thing I found out, if you go over to the y, select the number and drag to the right, it shows you more numbers.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That should be rounded correctly. You might want to check it on your calculator though, just to make sure.
Well, that's just good when they tell you to round up. On some problems, it'll say round up or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And we were taking that and selecting it and dragging it over, and it was easier to round.
Yeah, it should be rounded correctly, but we've seen it round wrong sometimes, so you might want to check it on your calculator. Okay, now the second part says when is it double its value? For that one, I would type in double the value minus 200,000, so double would be 400,000.
Is this number 27?
And find the intersection. So mine looks like 7.7 years. I'd probably round that to 8 years.
Now, for my equation, it says it's a free question. It asks what's the value of worth in 1980. What's the value of the table after 20 years? It is the same, but
And then it asks when does it double its value?
yeah, actually, okay.
Same problem. Actually, that one's easier because the numbers are lower. You don't have the 100,000. What? Go back to what?
Yeah, after we submitted it.
Yeah, we can go in and out of that so many times as we need to, right?
Yes, you can go in and out of the practice test, yes.
It doesn't save your answers. It won't save your answers, right? Or it'll start a whole new test.
No, it'll save your answers as long as you don't submit it.
Oh.
The practice test will.
You can always
X
review.
it out?
You can always review it inside Gradebook.
Yeah, just X the window. It'll let you go back in it through the gradebook. If you go in gradebook, it'll say practice test. It'll say incomplete. And you can go back in it. Okay, 28 is a cost revenue equation. It's asking about break even. What does break even mean?
Zero.
What equals 0?
Profit.
Profit equals 0. And if they give me revenue and cost, my profit is R minus C. So in this case, it would be 141.50x minus the entire function 37.70x plus that 10,000 number. Okay, you need to remember to subtract the whole cost function, not just the x terms. Okay, so you find your, I would just distribute this negative, I would combine my x terms, and then set it equal to 0 and solve. Okay, the next one is one where you have two equations. It says reaches the number of members, that means where they equal. How would you find where they're equal? Graph and intersection, that's easy.
Graph both equations. Sometimes this is tricky though because the graphing calculator is not accurate enough.
Yes. The x value will be accurate, and then once you get the x value, to check it, I would plug it in my calculator into the equation to find the y value, to check the y value.
So I'll pick one equation I got once. The x value was a very long decimal, and I wasn't sure if that was actually quite accurate enough.
Now, I take that into consideration on the test.
Okay, okay.
Okay, right equation of the line passing through, well, this is kind of out of place, isn't it? This one you would do y equals mx plus b. Your m is negative 3/4. And then you would plug that point in for your x and your y to find your b. So my y is negative 6. My x is 4. And then you can solve that for b.
In our equation, you might get us 2 points, which is what we got.
Yeah, if it gives you 2 points, you got to find the slope first.
And then
Use either point for your x and y. Okay, so if you guys want to stay and go over anything else, you're welcome to, but I have to let you go now. Let me say I've really enjoyed you guys. I won't see you again, so I hope I'll see some of you in the fall. 155, 165, 170.
No thanks. But thanks for the invite.
No. I know you guys. I know you're all complaining all the time. Hopefully you've seen some of the value in some of this. Okay? So I've tried hard to give you guys as good of an experience as possible, even if you don't want to be here. So I'd appreciate if you could fill out your evaluation. You know, if you don't have anything nice to say,
Don't say anything at all.
don't say anything at all. I would appreciate if you guys would take the time to fill those out there because we do read those. They do matter.
Those are
Be in your
emailed.
school email.
Emailed, yeah, that's right.
School email. You're gonna fill it out? Excellent.
Thank you, Courtney. It's been really
Sign-in
great.
sheet, Megan's hoarding the sign-in sheet, so make sure you get the sign-in sheet before you leave. And have a good
Are you gonna
rest of
take
your
these notes?
Yeah, I'll have those notes up there. I'll sit up here and finish the rest of the problems before I post them because some of them I didn't finish. Yeah, I gotta go practice.